Hello? Testing. No, the only thing is I think it might be pulling the mic from the computer. Hello? Hello? Yeah, we'll see.
This is still live.
It shouldn't be.
All
right, well, Magic in Michigan, good luck. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know what happened. OBS just had an update, and I made the really dumb decision to update it, which I shouldn't have. I should have just left it, and we could have ran with it, and I updated it, and that's what happens sometimes whenever you update stuff.
Wait, which camera do I look at?
Yeah, I know, that's really weird. So
it is going off my camera, the camera.
Yeah, so now we're live streaming through YouTube, again, not using OBS, but I didn't realize that you can live stream with the same setup, but not have to go through OBS. The only thing is that I think you guys are hearing the microphone from the computer. So sound is stronger too. Yeah, so we might be a little limited here on the audio and how to adjust and things like that. But so cool.
Sorry, I'm just like reposting.
No, yeah, you're good. So yeah, basically.
Does the audio sound good?
Yeah, everybody. Metro Michigan says microphone still sounds okay. Circus Bear, what's going on? Megan and Jeremy say, I love your ears.
Thank you.
Where'd you guys get that RunDisney hook on the wall? Love your setup. Which one? Because we've got two of them.
That one over there.
The one behind me is from
RunDisney.
RunDisney. The one over here behind Taylor.
This one right here behind me, Kate.
Yes.
Said that to us.
Yep. A little choppy at times. That's kind of weird because I would think that it would actually be better than OBS because I'm not screen recording from OBS or whatever, but cool. Yeah, so that's basically what we've been doing is hanging out, trying to get through without any Disney. We don't know when the parks are going to open up.
And it's not necessarily getting through without any Disney. We are bringing Disney here with Disney magic moments.
Yeah. And, of course, we've been doing some other things like trying to cook at home or making copycat cocktails, different things like that. We are working on a video right now that is been kind of tough because we basically have to search YouTube for other people's videos, download those videos, and use those videos as the overlay or the B-roll because it's not something that we ever would have, well, some of the video we could have gotten for. Yeah. But hopefully that'll be coming out here soon. Hopefully by next week. That's my goal.
Guess we better get on it this weekend.
It's just it's a different video because it requires a really good script. It's a history and secrets type of video, kind of what Taylor normally does when we're in the parks. But this is one that goes a little bit deeper than just what the parks are. So, yeah, we post about it in our Patreon group, so they kind of have a better idea of what we're doing from some behind the scenes stuff.
Yes,
but yeah, it's crazy. I think what's been really nice is, I mean, it's mostly been Taylor because I've been doing other things, like playing my PlayStation a lot, trying to learn. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust that box there. Trying to learn Apple Motion. There's some really good tutorials out there. And some different things. I bought a really cool plugin for Final Cut Pro, which you guys might see for this video that might get posted next week. It's going to take some figuring out to do, but it'll be cool. It's simple, but
I have no idea, so I'm going to find out too.
But yeah, you know, it's interesting just trying to figure out how to make your life, well, not make your life, but like,
essentially, yeah.
We live so close, and it's so strange to think that you just can't go to the parks, you know?
And not even there. Like, you can't go anywhere.
Can't go anywhere, you know? I mean,
so it's like, if there were a day that we weren't going to be going to any theme parks, we would be going to do something else, and we can't even do that. Right.
I think what was kind of crazy was right after they announced that the parks were closing, the parks closed. And then slowly some of the states and some of the counties started to close up. I was like, well, maybe we can still get out and do some like nature hikes, things like that. That would be cool.
And we did.
And we did a few.
Until everything was locked down.
But then everything went into lockdown. And so it was like, well, we probably shouldn't go out, even though it's exercise. You know, whenever
driving 20 miles from your house apparently is still considered exercise, even though you can walk outside and do it. So we actually just walk outside of where we live and go for a walk. That is our exercise, because that is what it means when it says stay at home.
Not drive away from where you live to then go exercise. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what else.
What have we done? We've watched Dexter.
We have watched some Dexter. We've been watching the Imagineering story.
Finally.
Yeah.
So we have never watched the Imagineering story. I watched the very first episode, like right after it came out. And then I was like, I can't watch the rest of this without Josh, because this is something we would both enjoy together. And I'm glad I stopped watching it, because we've watched the last couple. We've watched what? 5 episodes.
No, we watched the 6th one today, I think.
No, we didn't. We watched like half of it, because they're like getting into the Shanghai stuff. But yeah, the Imagineering story is awesome. Yeah,
it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw somebody's question that I thought we could talk about. Rummy Life, what's your must-do first thing when the parks open up again? What is the first thing that you have to do whenever the parks open?
I guess that is something we said we were going to talk about a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to go to Magic Kingdom and watch the fireworks.
That'd be cool.
And the parade.
I want to go to Magic Kingdom and get a Mickey pretzel with the really cheap knockoff, not real cheese.
So we can
and watch the parade.
We can go to Magic Kingdom. We can get your pretzel, and then we can sit our butts down. Let's take our parade cushions.
I don't even know where they're at.
Did you know I was going to say that?
Yeah, I did.
We can find our parade cushions and then go watch Festival of Fantasy Parade.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun to do. I think something else that I would really like to do is go to Epcot, obviously. Assuming that the parks open up on June 1st, Flower and Garden is still running?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember when it actually stops. And
Hubgrass and Chill.
And obviously get some stuff from Flower and Garden Festival, assuming and hopefully that the parks open up in June. But if they don't, they don't. And there's nothing that we can do about it. But yeah, I'd really like to go to Magic Kingdom. I just want to Mickey pretzel and cheese.
Yeah, I really when people first started asking us after the parks closed, and we thought they were only going to be closed for 2 weeks or something, and everybody's like, "What are you looking forward to?" And I was like, "I really don't know. I just want to go back to the parks." But the longer we've been out of the parks, the stuff I want to do mostly is the parade and the fireworks, and we do it all the time anyway, but just take in all the detail, especially since we've been watching Imagineering story, and just we already know what time and talent and detail that they put into everything.
Yeah.
We already know all that, but just after watching the Imagineering story again, and we haven't finished it yet, but what we've watched so far, it just makes me want to just sit there and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I really want to go watch the fireworks. I really want to watch the parade. I love the parade.
I know. Actually, I want to go on the safari too. I want to see the animals.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that not too long.
I think maybe what we should do is just do 4 parks in one day for the opening for when we go back, and we'll just crush everything.
So we'll rope drop Flight of Passage, because it's impossible to get a fast pass for. And then we will go to Epcot. We can honestly skip Epcot.
No, Flower and Garden Festival.
Okay, if Flower and Garden Festival is still going on when it opens, we'll go to Flower and Garden Festival and get the Violet Lemonade that I did not.
Wait, where are we starting at?
We're going to start Animal Kingdom and rope drop Flight of Passage.
I think we should start at Hollywood Studios so that we can get a
Rise of the Resistance. But then we're not going to be able to do Flight of Passage.
That's okay. I'm all right not doing Flight of Passage.
Unless Hollywood Studios opens up at 8 o'clock, we'll literally get our boarding passes. If it's not till later in the day, then we can hurry our butts over to Animal Kingdom.
We could try that.
And we'll end up having to wait in an hour line for Flight of Passage. And then we could, somebody else is going to go do this now, I'm sure.
Probably.
After they see this video. So I just mean in general. So then go to Animal Kingdom, then go back to Hollywood Studios probably to ride Rise of the Resistance. Yes. We'll do lunch at Flower and Garden Festival, and then go to Magic Kingdom by 3 o'clock So you can get your Mickey pretzel snack. We'll watch the parade. We can eat like dinner at one of the counter services, or we can do a sit down meal, I guess.
Right.
And then stay for fireworks.
Sounds like a long day.
It'd be a really long day.
It'd be a really tough day. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. So I saw somebody else is asking about if I was doing wine and dine weekend. I'm not doing a wine and dine. I really, really wanted to do it. I was going to do it with charity again. And unfortunately, even for the charity, the Dragon Master Foundation ran out of bibs before I could get on and get one. So I won't be doing that. And I was supposed to do Star Wars.
It got canceled.
Star Wars was canceled. So the money that we raised for that, I think, I have to talk to Amanda, who's in charge of Dragon Master Foundation, but that should be getting rolled over. I'll probably end up doing Marathon Weekend again.
It was actually really funny. On his birthday, we were talking about Marathon Weekend during the live stream for his birthday, your birthday. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do Dopey Challenge again. I'm not going to do it. And then 20 minutes later, he's like, yeah, I'm probably going to end up doing it again. I'll
probably end up doing it again. I mean, it's inevitable. It was fun. I was kind of miserable, but I'll probably end up doing that again if we've got bibs for that.
If there was a challenge that you could just do the 5K, 10K, and half, that would be perfect instead of doing the full. Because I think once you get to the full, that's when you're exhausted.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we'll see.
You're always fine after the 5, 10, and the half.
Yeah.
So.
But I think the other thing, too, is that, well, that's only if we've got Dopey. Because when we were talking to Amanda about it, she wasn't really sure if she was going to do Dopey. Because it's a lot of work for charities, too, to show up for the 5K, 10K, half, and the full every day. Because they've got to have somebody.
They put them in bad places this year.
Well, they put them in bad spot, but they've got to be there for the actual run. And then they also have to be over at the expo, I believe, in a certain area as well. So it's tough, and it's a lot of work. But we'll see what happens. Thinking of doing a RunDisney race. Which race weekend should I do? I'm torn between Walt Disney World or Princess. Princess I've never done before, but that would be a cool one to do. But I would say for your first one,
Marathon Weekend.
Either Marathon Weekend or the Princess if you can.
Marathon Weekend is just like the classic, original RunDisney event.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
So that's why I like it.
I was just looking for some other.
What annual passes do you have? Well, we have the Platinum Plus.
Yes.
So we have all 4 parks, both water parks, no blackout dates. And we have ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex admission, I think.
Which is kind of a joke.
Yeah, it doesn't really get you anything. Because if there's events going on there, you have to pay for tickets anyway. But yeah, the best part is that we have absolutely no blackout dates. So we can go on holidays. We can go during spring break. We can go during Easter. We can go during summer.
Well, the other thing, too, is that it also includes the golf courses. Which,
it includes the walking course.
It includes Oak Trail, which I was kind of hoping to get out and do that, but it's closed, too.
Everything's closed.
Which kind of stinks. But, I mean, it's all for good reasons. But well, let's see, what else?
Do they have a walk too, or just running? So for RunDisney stuff, it's RunDisney because technically it's running, but you can walk. You just have to finish within a 16-minute mile. We have a bunch of RunDisney videos. We actually have a playlist of RunDisney videos. So we give a lot more information about RunDisney events in all of those videos. And we actually did a podcast where we talk about RunDisney and better explain about running and walking and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I think I saw fingers crossed get into the January race at Disney. We are doing the virtual challenge this summer. Oh, okay.
I saw a lot of people signing up for that.
So the virtual challenge is kind of something where you're just doing it at home. And you're just kind of following along. To my knowledge, it's pretty much how it goes. I haven't done it yet. I don't know that I will do the virtual ones.
You do get medals too.
But yeah. I was really, really hoping to do Star Wars because I wanted to live stream it again and show everybody how cool it is and that it's a great race to do if you haven't done it before. So obviously I'm going to do RunDisney weekend in January. I don't know that I'm going to live stream anything because it is a lot to do, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
But it was pretty awesome whenever you live streamed the marathon. There were 1,000 people watching when he was coming up to the finish line and through Epcot, and it was most awesome thing. And then right at the finish line, it cut out.
Right as I go into the backstage area, And as I'm coming up to the new, basically
the Guardians of the
building,
Galaxy. Yeah.
As I was coming up to that, and it cut out. The bandwidth just wasn't there.
Awesome.
So, which is unfortunate, but it happens. So, Jossie was trying to call Taylor. Oh yeah, we were watching. The audio was still live. Yeah.
That's
which
right.
is kind of weird that it was still
Yeah.
putting out the audio, but not.
No, it was awesome.
Putting out the video. Do you make ears and sell them? If so, where would I find the link? Don't make ears.
I make ears, but I don't sell them. I've only made like
a couple of pairs, right?
6, 7, 8 pairs, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, I don't sell them. It would be a lot of work that I don't have time for because we already barely have time for everything that we already do.
Right.
Even being on quarantine, we've been busy. Like, I mean, I've had time to do like my TikToks and stuff, but like, it's just like trying to come up with video ideas and what we're going to do when the parks open back up and just all kinds of other stuff.
It's a good time right now to like really start to learn some different things. So for our, for Go Getaways, which we don't own Go Getaways, everybody always thinks that like,
it's ours.
It's ours.
But it's not.
You know, we're just partnered with them.
Yeah.
But for the agents, I've been trying to work on a video for them to help them for different things. And then plus, like I was saying earlier, I've been trying to learn this Apple Motion. If you guys don't know what Apple Motion is basically a visual effects application that runs together with Final Cut Pro. And there's some really cool things that you can do on there, and it would help to make the videos sometimes look a little bit more professional, greater production value. Not that that really necessarily matters, but for other things besides YouTube videos for Disney,
some stuff that we want to do.
Some other things that we want to do. You know, we do have other goals besides just doing Disney YouTube stuff. You know, what's been really nice kind of about quarantine is just having the ability to kind of stop and think about some other things that we can do and what we want to do. I know, like for me personally, I really I'm really trying to figure out some way to really start breaking into like real production and like doing like some short films and things like that. Those won't be posted probably on the WDW Couple channel. They'll probably get made on a different channel and posted there because they're not directly associated with Disney content and travel stuff, so to speak, in a way. But as Taylor gives me that crazy face.
Yeah, because this is news to me.
No, I mean, it's not necessarily. I mean, like, I've been talking about trying to do some short film stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were going to, like, post them.
Well, I mean, how else did they get noticed?
Oh, here comes the Josh Rippey channel back in action.
Bang. But yeah, I mean, it's the ability to be able to do different things.
Oh, I mean, we've got our JTR Media stuff that.
Well, and that's kind of what I mean.
And
like,
we've still been. Oh, we didn't even say that at the beginning. So
no, we didn't.
If you don't know, this podcast is also sponsored every week by JTR Media. That is our like video production company that we have, and we book videos for anything, videos and photos, actually. If you want to come to the parks and get your family vacation, we do weddings, we do proposals, engagement, pretty much anything you can think of, we can do it. So Josh has actually been booking a lot of video sessions and photo sessions lately for later in the year when the parks are going to be obviously reopened back up. And we've booked weddings that aren't even in Florida. So we're going to be going back to Pennsylvania a couple times. Yeah. And then we have 2 Disney weddings, right?
We have 3 now.
Oh, we have 3 Disney fairy tale weddings that we are doing video for.
One is in, I want to say late July or early August. And then we've got one in December and
one in November.
And I think it's October.
Oh.
October, I believe.
It's in our calendar.
So one of them we were supposed to be doing next month, that first weekend, and it got obviously rescheduled because it's just up in the air. We don't know what's going on. So
Tremaine at Disney, we would love to do your senior pictures, especially if that's at Disney, because those would be awesome.
That would be cool. So,
would be. And
that's the other nice thing about like the TikTok stuff that Taylor's showing me, because it also opens up another level of creativity of things that might be possible to do in the parks or resorts for people that want to get photos and things like that. So,
and even outside of if for some reason we can't get back to the park soon and somebody wants to do a photo session, but, we're not on that stay-at-home order, just for some reason, whatever, something's limited with parks, because people keep saying that and it's driving me crazy because Disney hasn't, released anything. But if for some reason people want to do photos outside of the parks or videos outside of the parks, these TikToks are like good ideas for inside and out of the parks. So like we've been coming up with some ideas, and this is just like since this afternoon. So like sometimes when we start brainstorming, like it just happens so quick. Like actually right before this podcast, I was talking about some photo shoot ideas that I want to do personally. And Josh was like, you want to talk about this right now? Like we're about to do the podcast. I was like, I already got the ideas, and I just started spitballing all this stuff. He's like, you better write all this down. Yeah. So it just kind of happens fast.
Sophie, who makes all the footage of all the videos? Normally I do all of the cinematography. That's what I like to say.
Makes it feel special.
Well, some of it is more cinematic. Some of it is more cinematic than just the normal stuff, but
don't let him fool you though, because I get video too.
Taylor does shoot video as well.
When we do our video shoots, it's both of us there, unless for some reason I had to work on the day of a shoot.
Yes. The copycat cocktail stuff, that's all stuff that I'm shooting.
Sorry.
Whoa. Hold on. I just meant, hold on. Let me clarify.
Whoa.
The opening sequences, which we didn't have one for yesterday, but the opening sequences for those videos that's video that I shoot.
The Terramana Tequila Maui Moana one, I did shoot that.
Taylor did shoot that one. Behind the scenes. Good thing that we didn't have another camera recording all of the behind the scenes stuff, because it was quite a struggle to get it done, because it takes a lot of time and it's a lot of pre-planning. Not really pre-planning, but it's a lot of.
You got to think like, what's this next? What's the next shot?
You have to have patience, and yes, you have to be thinking about how you're going to transition into the next shot, which was a little tough for Taylor because it's the first time that she's done it, but we got through it and we did it.
And it turned out pretty good.
It did turn out very well. But for most of the time, I am shooting most of the video. For a while there, Taylor was doing most of the editing. Our roles have shifted more to where I've been doing a lot of editing and a lot of
But they're actually probably going to shift back again.
But they're going to switch back again, just because of the whole COVID stuff and how things have been working. So it'll probably be me doing less videos and Taylor taking over a lot of that other stuff. So, but Greg Chang, who also said earlier, you can make a short film and submit it to a festival. I actually was watching a video that I saw on YouTube the other day, and it was some girl, I don't remember what her name is, but she got with some friends and they made a video where all the shots for the festival had to be stills. So they had to be basically sitting on a tripod, static shots, and they had to make a film out of that. And it was only, it might have been 4 minutes long, but it was a thriller or horror film. And I'll tell you what, it was actually much better than any horror film that I've ever watched in theaters, like for a full feature-length film. Like, they did a really great job of how they put it together. Only using static shots. They couldn't use traditional weapons, like no handguns or knives. And they had to have a prop, which was a pumpkin. It was very different, and I really enjoyed it. But it's like things like that. I see those things, I'm like, oh, that'd be cool to do. And as I start to become a little bit more fluent and knowledgeable about how cameras work and setting up shots, like that's kind of stuff that I want to do. So at some point it might happen. Taylor and I might try to make, I'd like to try and make some type of like film here where we're at. And just, you have, the thing about short films and having no budget and never doing it before is that you have to be extremely creative. Like, you really have to come up with ideas that you've not had before and really think inside the box. Like, you're contained to a space. You have to figure out how to make that work. And that's probably like the biggest struggle with it. But
especially making it work with what you have, because we can't really go anywhere to get stuff.
Yeah.
We can order stuff, but like,
but we could definitely make something like that that is more Disney themed. I have an idea that I've been talking about for a really long time that Taylor will probably roll her eyes whenever she like thinks about it, but which is for a Disney video and a little short film where I wanted to kind of interview some other people about it. But yeah, so.
Trying to think what else we've done during quarantine.
Oh yeah, Disney. Scott does some film stuff. Yeah, he's. I think he's actually like a professionally trained cinematographer. They haven't posted to their channel in an extremely long time. I think it's been like almost 2 years now. But he's like a real professional cinematographer. He's out there just cranking away at stuff. So
he shoots for Disney fairy tale weddings.
He does sometimes. So that would be really cool. That would be a really cool thing if I could get on like a shoot team or something like that for them. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Especially whenever we do these ones coming up. So.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
I can't think of anything else that I've done during quarantine.
Well, you know, the other thing that's really been crazy is that even though we haven't really been able to do stuff, I feel like time has just been flying by.
I know, it's the end of April, and I'm like, what?
Unbelievable.
Well, I guess it's not the end, but it's almost the end.
Yeah, almost. But time has just been flying by. So, Detroit Disney Duo, what's going on? I'm going to scroll back through some of these comments here. Cam, Disney After Dark. I think there's actually already a channel that is Disney After Dark.
There is a channel that's called Disney After Dark.
I don't know if they're allowed into the parks.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they are.
What's your favorite quick service restaurant?
That doesn't have to do with quarantine.
Satuli Canteen.
Yeah, that's an easy question.
Hands down. That's an easy one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think.
So for a while, we were doing yoga on the porch in the mornings.
We were doing that a little bit. That was nice.
Yep. Even when it was hot out, we did do it like early in the mornings, just to something to do. It was kind of relaxing, especially because there was like a little bit of a breeze most days, so we got to enjoy that outside.
Yeah. Today it's been storming all day long.
I kind of wanted to go outside and play in the rain,
even
because I'm a child.
Even this morning, it was like you could just watch it roll in. It just turned. It was a little bit like it was kind of starting to get bright out because the sun was getting ready to come up, and then it just turned pitch black. So we even had I think like a tornado warning, which was across most of the state for a while, and luckily we didn't, or not a warning. We had a watch. There is a difference, a very distinct difference there.
Wait, for what? Tornado?
Yeah, tornado warning means that there is one that's on the ground. A watch means that it's possible.
I had tornado warnings.
So. Lonnie, today's my birthday. Just got off work early. Now watching your video. Great job. Thanks. Well, happy birthday to you.
It's actually our dog Jazzy's birthday today too.
Oh, cool. Happy birthday, Jazzy.
Didn't even know that.
Happy birthday, Jazzy. Leafy Vlogs. Okay, here's a question. How do you get groceries? Delivery, store visit? Do you have to queue at the store? So it depends on what store you go to. Walmart, we have seen a few times where they have been limiting the amount of people that go in. And so they have been queuing people up outside. If it's like that, we just go home. We don't wait in a line to do that because we'll make it to the next day.
We actually don't. We don't have anywhere close enough that does grocery delivery. And our Publix does not do grocery pickup.
Yeah. So we could probably do grocery pickup at Walmart. But the few times that I've tried to do any type of pickup at Walmart, it's been disaster. So I'm just like, I don't care. So normally we'll just go inside. We've got the masks and things like that. We'll go in, we get what we need, we get out. We try to really not spend any extra time in there. So I have really loved the creativity of shirts that I've been seeing like across Twitter and Instagram and Facebook of like, you know, if you're standing, if you
can read this.
No, what was the other one? If I can turn around and punch you in the face, you're too close. Like, that was a pretty good one. Yeah. I like that.
That's probably my favorite one.
Have you stayed? Oh, Miller Man, have you stayed at Disney's Vero Beach Resort? I know you did a tour, but have you stayed in a room there? I love that resort.
That tour was from when we stayed there.
Yeah, right? Didn't we do like a room tour too?
We stayed there for like 3 nights.
Yeah, we did like a long weekend.
Yeah, we have a couple videos from being there at Vero Beach.
The absolute worst time to go there, because I don't want you to go if you're going to go this time of the year, is in the fall, because they have the no-seum bugs or whatever. And when you walk out onto the beach, you are eaten alive. I mean, in seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It is unbearable to be out in the sand and do anything. It's really, really bad. Try to avoid going there in the fall, which is kind of a shame for them because it really deters, I think, a lot of their tourism there.
Mm-hmm.
But it is really, really tough. We had a really bad experience with that just because of that. I mean, the rest of it was fine.
We still had a good time down there.
We still had a good time. The pool was nice. The hotel's nice.
We drove down into actual Vero Beach and got some food a couple times.
It is not actually at Vero Beach, the city or town. So you
have to drive.
What was it, like 10 or 15 minutes?
Yeah.
At least into town. That's where a lot of like the food places are.
There's only one restaurant at the resort.
And the bars and things like that. They even had like a little, what was that golf thing called? It was like Top Golf.
Big Shots Golf.
Big Shots Golf. Just like Top Golf, a little bit different, but that was fun.
We went there.
So, Vero was where we got sucked into the world of DVC. Oh, interesting, Leafy Vlog.
We were on the cruise where we got sucked in.
Yes, we were.
Why am I tired?
I don't know. You should wake up. You needed some coffee.
I did ask for a nice coffee earlier today.
That was after we got back from the post office.
I got shut down.
We got back from the post office. She's like, "Oh, I really want to go to McDonald's." It's like it's on the other side of where we were.
I literally just wanted a nice coffee, and Josh was like,
and actually, in my defense, I did say,
"Get back in the car, let's go," and I said no.
She said no.
Yeah, I was gonna come inside and have a Red Bull, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Now it's a little late for that.
Morgan.
Sugar crash from the PB cup.
How are those chips? These chips are phenomenal.
I still have half the PB cup left.
You know what you need? You need a little pick-me-up. Nobody has sent me any gummy bears in an extremely long time, and I mean, I am partially thankful for that because that's a whole ton of sugar. But
now we're going to be eating while we talk on this live podcast. Hope you're enjoying the sounds of our ASMR.
You know about the healthcare meal at McDonald's called a thank you meal?
Never heard of that.
Interesting. We should go to McDonald's and find out. We'll take your badge. Leafy Vlogs, all of the McDonald's are closed here. Are we allowed to disclose the approximate country that you live in? Yeah, so a lot of stuff is still open down here, obviously, for the most part, as far as restaurants go. For Easter, actually, we did
Texas Roadhouse.
Sorry.
Did you almost choke?
I did almost choke, and then it like shot right back up, like to the front of my mouth. We did Texas Roadhouse, which was really cool. They were doing a special. We did that, just trying to support some of the local business. Like, I know they're not like super local; they're a chain, but there are people who live locally who are working there and they need a paycheck. So, you know, trying to do little things like that to help out.
Live streaming this whole thing, and Josh is now currently eating gummy bears. And our camera is getting really hot because we've been doing this for like an hour and have had the camera on the whole time. And our camera's not used to being on for an hour straight.
Well, in 4K, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's in 4K. So if it were in like 1080 or something, it would be a little bit easier. But camera is getting hot. So we basically talked about everything that we've been doing in quarantine, which has been making Disney food at home. We've been making copycat cocktails at home, which have been really fun. We've been doing those for a couple weeks now. We've been doing TikTok.
Yep.
And coming up with video and photo ideas and booking video and photo sessions through JTR Media. And I mean, we've even been booking, we haven't personally, but we've been referring people to go getaways for travel. Don't forget, because we didn't mention this at the beginning of our podcast, still currently, we are planning on going on our group cruise in August of 2020. It is a 3-night Royal Caribbean. It's a 3-night Disney cruise on the Disney Fantasy out of Port Canaveral. And then we are also going on a Royal Caribbean cruise on the Ovation of the Seas in Alaska in the summer of 2021. It's July 2021. So if you'd like to join us, you can email events@goldgalgetaways.com. Josh is going to get in trouble. Oop, it's not typing. Nope, still not typing. Events@goldgalgetaways.com.
Yeah. And some other different videos too. So like I said, that History and Secrets video is going to be coming out. And if you guys like it, always, please, whenever you watch our videos, click the thumbs up at the top.
If you're not subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. I know a lot of people, we've had friends tell us in the past that they watch on their Apple TV or whatever, and they can't like it, they can't comment, and they can't subscribe via that. So I know you all have smartphones out there, so you can get on your smartphone for 5 seconds and do all those things real quick, and then continue to watch on your TV.
Oh no, I forgot.
What?
Levy Vlogs might not be able to come in August.
Oh.
They live in the UK, across the pond.
Okay, well, we don't know what's happening yet. Nothing has been confirmed. We have 30 days before the actual cruise to cancel, and if anything, Disney will cancel it for us.
I think we've got even more time than that now. But.
Probably.
All right, cool. But yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you've been listening to this mumbo jumbo craziness of a podcast in your car, or sweeping the floor, or running, or wherever the heck you're listening
next week we should be more planned out. This week was just a little bit crazy. We had some stuff going on, so
some last minute things that popped up, but cool. So as always, guys, thank you all for watching, hanging out with us, and just in general supporting. It's awesome to know that everybody out there is here and hanging out with us, even around the crazy times. So.
So that is the weekly breakdown.
We'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye.
All right, I can just end it right here. I forgot about that.
You can.
Bye, guys.
Bye.